Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm officially on vacation. For those of you that don't know, I actually started a 9 to 5 job in Vancouver in July. Um, so that's been a big adjustment for me. The markets, especially for tech and crypto, are not doing well, and tech companies, crypto companies have been hurt. And we're going to be looking at um, some of those casualties in the news today. But we also have some good news. One, that I'm on vacation. I'm going to be doing a month of traveling, resuming the digital nomad mode. And I'm going to be sharing some of the travel essentials that I'm bringing with me in 2022, including a brand new phone. And I'll announce what that is and why. Why did I make this last minute purchase? But yeah, we got some good education on the crypto side, some interesting news that I think you should know about before I start traveling. I'm not sure what the live stream conditions are going to be, so that's why the day before I'm heading off, I'm going to do a live stream. So be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us where the stream is coming from, 604 NFT Twitter, my YouTube channel. I'm going to put my link tree below if you are interested in learning more about NFTs, about crypto, about content creation. And here we go. We're on the CoinDesk site, and Bitcoin is above 20K. Ethereum is at 1.5. BNB tokens at 326. So Dogecoin has been the big story this past week because of the Twitter acquisition and the price bump on Dogecoin at 13 cents. It still is nowhere near where it was during its peak during the Saturday Night Live. It's currently at 13 cents. Cardano's at 39 cents. Let's just head over to CoinGecko. I just want to drill into a few details here. The market is above $1 trillion, and there just hasn't been a whole lot of movement. But let's drill into Dogecoin here, just to put things in perspective. I mean, if we look at the numbers here, it looks amazing. 120% increase in the past 30 days. But if we go back, let's go back. The all-time chart, we can see from this chart the all-time high was 73 cents in May of last year, right? So the narrative with Dogecoin is often Dogecoin to $1. That seemed pretty realistic last year, but just to put things in perspective, it's at 13 cents. Elon Musk does love this token. And now with Twitter in his ownership, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of potential there. So, yeah, let's just keep our eyes on Dogecoin. And, yeah, in the short term, you could wonder, should I accumulate some now with some momentum? If you don't have any, it's not a bad idea. It's not financial advice, but it's only 13 cents. I bought a little bit before the Twitter acquisition. I bought a little bit more, I think a day or two before. And if you've been following the Chic Voyage YouTube channel, you would have known. You would have known that this was coming. I did share it with you. Okay, let's get back to the charts. Let's just take a look at any trending tokens in the past little while. Okay, so what do we have here? Aptos down 18%. Mask Network, never heard of this. This is up 339%. And then Dogecoin, that's up 83.9. So yeah. Okay, let's get to the news over here. Okay, Dapper Labs. So they're actually based in Vancouver. They threw an amazing party not too long ago in Vancouver, and they basically booked out this craft beer bar, and it was open bar. I've never seen anything like it. It was probably the most memorable party that we've had. But just today, maybe a month or so later, you can see Dapper Labs cuts 22% of staff as the NFT market creators. So sales volume for Dapper Labs NBA Top Shot has declined to 2.6 million from 224 million in February 2021. So it's a tough market for crypto, for NFTs. And these larger institutions, if you want to call it that, are having these issues, you can see why the smaller guys are having just not getting the attention. The money seems to have dried up, but yeah, they're laying off 22% of staff. It's the last thing they want to do, but it's necessary for the long-term health. And the CEO saying that the firm grew too fast, which prevented it from being aligned, nimble, and community driven as it needed to be. So that was a big surprise. I just pulled that up today. Dapper's laying off 22% of their staff. Okay. There was some news about a Coinbase C-suite executive that left the company, and I think he was chief of product. Let's just pull that up. I was just out with my friend, and he brought it up. Chief product officer steps down amid restructuring. Surajit Chatterjee. He'll continue in an advisory role through at least February 3rd, 2023. And I think he was having some personal issues, and he said it was quite a ride the past 3 years. So the resignation was mutually agreed upon. Okay, here we go. Instagram users. Let's talk about Instagram updates. So I have already done a tutorial on how to show your NFTs as digital collectibles, but this is the next step. So the next step is that Instagram users will soon be able to mint and sell NFTs, and I knew this would be the next step. It's just logical. So it's going to be tested first with a small group of creators, and we can already see some screenshots here. So we can see that you can price your collectible, and there's more information here. So you'll be able to mint your NFTs directly from Instagram, which is huge because Instagram, although Instagram is its own thing, it's separate from crypto, but this is where we see Web 2 is starting to provide a gateway to the crypto world through digital collectibles. So pretty soon you'll be able to create your NFTs, and it can be shown on your feed. And you'll not only be able to create it, but you'll be able to sell it both on and off Instagram. So this is giving a complete toolkit. Some other key details is that you'll be able to mint your NFTs on more than one blockchain. Initially, it was just Ethereum that was supported, but now they're going to add support for the Solana blockchain. There's also Polygon and the Flow blockchain, which is from Dapper Labs. And they're going to support the Phantom wallet, which is for Solana. Okay, they already have support for MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and Coinbase. And they're not going to charge fees for displaying and sharing digital collectibles and until 2024. Purchases made within the Instagram app are subject to store fees. Okay, and this is another important part. Neither creators nor collectors will need to pay gas fees for digital collectibles bought on Instagram at launch. So gas fees are last year, if it was early days, and if you try to create NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain, there were these additional fees. Just think of it as additional fees or tax that you have to pay to use the network. So that sucked, but it looks like Instagram is, or Meta, the parent company, is trying to make it easy here. So this just came out today. Not a lot of hoopla around it in these markets, but I think it's significant news, and that's why I wanted to speak about it. So speaking of Meta, let's actually look at the stock price, because I've been reading a lot of headlines about Meta, formerly Facebook, which is actually hitting a 52-week low in their stock price. It's currently at $90.54, and it's down 72% 1 year ago, where it was at 241 US. So I don't cover stocks too much here, so just for people that maybe just want some highlights, I like this window here. I've been looking at stocks on MSN Money, and I like how they kind of give you an indication. Is this a buy? 56 analysts think this is a buy. Earnings were missed, and financials are low. So you can drill into that if you want. So this is a buy according to 56 analysts. Price target of 166, and price is currently at $90. So when you think about Meta, think about Facebook, think about Instagram, think about WhatsApp. And I know there's been a lot of news, but you know what? I recently bought this phone that we're looking at here, and I'm going to be talking about on Facebook Marketplace. I use WhatsApp on a daily basis as well as Instagram. I still think, if the metaverse is not catching on right now, I think investors are just looking for a target, because Facebook has put a lot of investment. I think I saw something around 9 billion being spent on the metaverse, but it's going to take time to see that return on investment. But they still have their core companies, but yeah, I mean, if you are a large investor, you might be viewing things through a different lens. Let's take a look at sentiment over here. Sentiment looks to be pretty bearish. There's all these additional analyst tools that you can look at here. So just for reference, other tech companies are also hurting. Microsoft's at 220, Apple 145. Let's just take a look at Apple here. Type in Apple. We want Apple on NASDAQ. It's not the real Apple. I think I got a Canadian filter or something. All right, anyways, it's not meant to be. Okay, so that covers the crypto and financial markets. So let's talk about this phone here, and I'm pretty excited about this. So this is going to be one of my new essential travel tools, Google Pixel 6a. So this is not the newest Google phone. The latest model is the 7. So I got this for just under $400. And the key feature with this phone is that it supports eSIMs. So I'm going to introduce you to what eSIMs are. So they're basically electronic SIM cards. You know, if you've traveled before, you can insert the SIM cards. You go to the airport, you buy the little card that you insert in your phone, and then you're able to get local data plans at decent rates, good rates, instead of roaming from your home country. Well, now we've got eSIMs, so you can actually install these SIM cards electronically, digitally, before you even travel. So an example is if you were to travel to Asia, you could purchase these SIM cards. Let's just say if you wanted 10 gigabytes for 30 days, you could spend 37 US, and that covers you for 14 countries in Asia, from Taiwan, Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore, Japan. I think that's pretty cool. Not only Asia, we've got Europe here, and I'm going to be putting this to the test. I've already purchased a 30-day Eurolink SIM card, and this was something I was wondering about, because I'm going to be traveling to different countries within Europe, and I didn't want to be constantly hunting for SIM cards. So this is great. I can purchase the Eurolink, and it's gonna cover my data, my internet data needs on this phone throughout my travel. So I think this is a huge convenience. You may pay a little bit less if you were to get a local SIM card for every country, but this covers you for all of Europe. And, you know, just for 5 gigabytes for 30 days, it's $20 US. And I think that's very reasonable in 2022 for the convenience. So some other phones that support eSIMs include iPhones SE, iPhone 12 and above support it. So if you have an iPhone, you're in luck. Unfortunately, my Chinese phone, the Xiaomi, doesn't support it. So I was not too happy to hear about that. But I think this was a good time. I spent less than $400 for this phone, again, on Facebook Marketplace. And apparently this is the best smartphone under $500 right now. So that's your introduction to eSIMs. So yeah, that is the update for today. Like, subscribe, and I guess this will be the last stream in Canada for this month. And I'll try to do a stream over in Europe or Asia if the opportunity comes up. I will be checking out some WeWorks. I'm not sure. You know, I do have to take my gear kit with me. And with that, I'll share what I'm going to bring. See, the mic that I'm using right now, this is, I'd say this is a pretty good setup for audio. The webcam's easy. It's USB. You can just plug that in. I can also use my GoPro. And I'm going to be traveling with these lights here. I'm going to show you, because at home, I'm using a softbox. Right? So these lights here are travel-friendly LED light panels that are adjustable. All right, you can see the difference that it makes when I turn them off, and they're stackable. They're USB. You can charge them through USB-C. They're adjustable, and it makes a huge difference if you're trying to live stream. So for audio, I'm going to be traveling with my USB Blue Yeti Nano. So the quality is still pretty good, not as good as this. But yeah, I do have a travel-friendly live stream kit. So it's in my gear kit. I've just updated it. It's in my link tree. If you're interested in live streaming or YouTubing, I've just dropped my YouTube fast track course. So if you're interested in growing your channel fast, I'm sharing my 10 years of experience, and I actually grew this YouTube channel by 7,000 subscribers in the past 2 years. A good part of it was due to live streaming and yeah, some other tactics that helped this channel grow. So that's all in the course. And for the 3 more days, there's a sale. It's $10. It's on Udemy. And yeah, I just released it. So here we go. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.